What's up, guys? I'm Ash.
And I'm Evan.
And today we are
talking about how we get through fights.
Yeah, so one of the most asked questions on our Instagram is, do you guys ever have a fight? So what is the answer?
We have a lot of little fights.
So the answer is yes, but not this fighting.
Ooh, easy there, easy there.
Does it hurt?
A little bit. She's strong, guys. She carried jerry cans her whole youth, and she has like some ripped arms.
So guys, yeah, we do have fights. Small fights. Actually, big fights, because sometimes I anyway, no. Small fights. For now, I don't think we've had a fight where we feel like...
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had a big fight.
Yeah. But of course, I know we shall have one in the future.
Probably.
Yeah, people have fights. It's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, we really have some fights. Okay, some arguments, we argue sometimes.
We argue, we get annoyed at each other.
Yeah, and sometimes, actually, guys, I'm too much. Sometimes I'm like too moody and I don't want to talk. And, and Evan keeps asking, babe, that. Babe.
Yeah, she gives me the death
And he
stare.
feels like so bad, like, you know, because of course every person gets moody sometimes, but I feel like sometimes I'm too much, but he's starting to process it and know that I'm a moody person sometimes, and you know, but of course we get annoyed at each other sometimes, but then we never get annoyed for like a day, a full day. That has never
At least
happened.
overnight we have.
But that was once. We usually like say sorry to each other, especially when we are together. Even if we are not together, you usually say, I'm sorry before we sleep, and then come over at my place like to say sorry in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But when we are together, we try not to sleep with anger. We normally apologize to each other, right?
Yeah, we try to. Sometimes it definitely takes a little bit of swallowing our own pride to apologize, but we always talk through it. I think it's also important for us to talk in person, or at least on the phone. I think it's hard for us personally to resolve things through text.
Yeah, but unfortunately, me, if I'm annoyed, I don't want to pick calls.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. I try to then jump to a phone call so we can talk about it, but then she immediately ignores my call. So then I'm left there. Sometimes it's not, I'm not always wanting to resolve it, but I feel like sometimes I'm there trying to resolve and you're not ready because you need some more time to process.
I feel like sometimes I want physical thing, not phone, because phone kind of annoys me too. At this point when I'm annoyed at everything, even my phone. When I'm annoyed, I'm just annoyed. Even just hearing someone talking outside makes me like, you know, so that's how much I get annoyed. But every time he comes to me and shows that he really cares, or he's really willing to sit and talk with me, and you know, it gives me morale to talk and solve the problem. Because sometimes I don't want to talk even when you're there, but at the end I get to know we have to talk if we want to be together forever, because guys, communication is the key. You have to really accept talking if you want to solve the problem.
Yeah, and not just throwing it under the carpet and just ignoring it, because then it's just going to keep building over time until you burst. And so I feel like I'm kind of conditioned when there's like a problem between us. I feel like I need to attack it right away and resolve it right then and there. But then you're not always ready, or I come across as maybe even like combative because I'm trying to address the issue and I'm maybe coming across as like being combative against you instead of being against the issue.
Yeah, I really don't know, but guys, Evan sometimes even apologizes for what he didn't do, and sometimes he just feels like I'm feeling bad and starts asking, did I do anything bad? Yet he didn't do anything. And you know, and
You're kind of hard to read.
no matter how I
sometimes.
explain to him that I'm okay, you know, he's like, no, you're not. And you know, but
She also communicates two different ways. Like her texting voice is not her like real voice. So sometimes it's hard to read, to understand your feelings, because you communicate one way through texting and another way in person.
yeah, and also the way we text is like it's also like a culture thing maybe in you, because for you, you say when I use a capital letter, sometimes capital letters, he thinks I'm quarreling sometimes.
Guys, if you're from the US and you see somebody type in all caps, you think they're screaming.
Yeah, and for me the first time I was like,
But
Who
she
is
and I've
fighting?
noticed a number of Ugandans like to do that.
yeah,
Is
when
that
I
true?
want to emphasize, like highlight that word, I feel like if I put it in a capital letters, you will understand, you will see it, it will come out more than any other words.
Yeah, guys.
So-
So, especially if you're in an intercultural relationship where you guys come from two different cultures, there's a huge learning curve to learn how the other person communicates. Because it's taken me a while to understand things she'll say are not how I understand them to be from where I come from, because they communicate one thing to me that she's not trying to communicate, and vice versa. I've done a lot of things, said a lot of things that are just normal, but in her culture, it's like an offensive thing. Or I can't think of an example unless you
Me
can.
too, I can't.
But I have said a lot of things, and you're just like, that was rude, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, but I mean, that's how you learn. I've learned a lot from that. But then, all I can say, guys, is every couple has a fight, but it all depends on how you handle it. Guys, Evan is someone who is kind, he listens, he's like that type of guy that you would want to have, because he will always listen, he apologizes when he knows he's wrong, even if he knows maybe he's not entirely wrong, he will still go on and apologize, and of course that will force you to do so if you know you are wrong too. So guys, it's really nice to talk in a relationship, see how you and it's also nice to listen to each other, because if you don't listen, then you won't hear what someone is thinking. And also, sometimes I can't say you can't get annoyed. Some people react in different ways. Some people can even get pissed for a week and then resolve it after a week. So it's up to someone, but I would say it's better. My mom used to say that for a married couple, it's better you solve. Okay, we are not married. For any couple, I mean, you can be married or not, it's better you solve a problem before you sleep. Don't sleep angry.
It's a verse from the Bible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't let
about
the sun
that.
go down while you're still angry.
Oh, I thought, yeah, but she always said that, and I believe it's better, because what if you die with anger? Guys, who wants to die angry? Just forgive each other, listen to each other. You know, actually for me, even when I'm pissed at you, most of the times I know I'm the reason. Like the first day I slept annoyed at you, I knew you were not wrong, but my heart kept pissed. I'm like, he has to apologize even when I knew you did nothing. So, you know, it's not good, because at the end when you're annoyed, it's you who feels like busting. So it's better you solve everything and life moves on.
Yeah. And a lot of the recurring little arguments we have are things like about our personalities that are maybe not so good. Like, for example, I tend to procrastinate. And so that annoys her sometimes, like if I haven't I don't know what. Like if
Yeah,
I haven't,
sometimes he forgets.
if
a
I
lot.
haven't made a thumbnail for our YouTube,
I'm like,
and I said I would, and yeah, so that annoys you, and over time that may continue to annoy you more and more. But then it's just a challenge for me now to work on that, because I know that that's going to continue to annoy you. That annoys you now, and it's only going to continue to annoy you. So that's something I know I need to work on now.
Yeah, but I've also been learning. Like I told you, a relationship is not always about making someone perfect. They can improve on that thing if they feel like they need to improve, but not feeling pressure. And it's also about learning where someone is not perfect and you grow with them. So it's me supposed to know that, you know, he sometimes forgets, so I can remind him stuff like that. And guys, that has been a big challenge for me, because every time he says procrastinating whatever it is, I'm like, that in Africa, I've never had someone who forgets like that. And
guys,
he
I'm very
always-
forgetful.
Yeah.
I have really bad short-term memory. I can remember long-term stuff like an elephant and Jovu.
Yeah, you will tell him this, and then tomorrow he will ask you the same thing. But I'm now getting used to it. I was offended that sometime I'm like, just think you will remember. But
Know
now,
how my brain is wired.
yeah, that's how. So I'm starting to learn, and also with him, at some point he used to be like, I can't stand you being moody every time, and you know.
I said that?
Yeah, before then, not like you can't stand it. Maybe I said it in a wrong way, but you are not happy with me being moody every time, because you always want to see people happy. So me being moody every time kind of made you not feel good. So we talked about it a lot, and to be honest, I always said I won't change, because moods are moods. Hormones bring that. I won't stand in my hormones and tell them stop being moody. And so, but now you've started, like for a month now, you've really started to like know that it's normal for a girl to be moody, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I
guys,
just go for a run.
oh yeah, so guys, we hope you got your answer, because most of you have asked this on Instagram on the questionnaires. Like most of the times I say questions, at least it pops in once. So yeah, guys, we really do fight, and we apologize, talk about it, and most of the times we finish talking, I feel like I love him more. I don't know, but I really like
Yeah, it brings you closer together once you get to
Yeah.
that point of working it out.
Yeah, the moment we work it out, I always don't want to leave his side. I always want to be like. Anyway, we hope we answered your question, guys, and
That's how we work through fights,
Yep.
basically. So thanks for watching, guys. Tell us if you have a question about a situation you're in, some advice you need to work through it. Maybe we or another one of us Ash Evaners can help you figure it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're praying for you guys. So thanks for watching. See you next time.
ciao.